Young Living Gold Leader, Jennifer Petrowski.
Hi everyone, I am Jen, and I'm super honored to be up here today. I have to share with you how I built my business with Balance and Burn. I'm up here with butterflies in my stomach, so if I rattle a little, that's why. In real life, I'm super shy. I know that might not have looked like that, but that was a bird bomb and a zing and some lunch. So this is terrifying yet exhilarating. I joined Young Living on June 1st last year, so I celebrated my 1 year, thank you, oil anniversary. Prior to joining, I had no idea that plants had power and no idea that I could make my own GLP-1 naturally. I don't know if anyone else knew that before this, but I have learned a lot. People want options. They just need to learn about them. So my business and my team grew with the launch of Balance and Burn. I personally had 120 customers purchase it. 64 of those were existing customers, and 56 were new. Thank you. I'm not a Brian Martin, but I mean, I try. I want to share 4 things that my team and I did to grow. We used Facebook. We hosted team Facebook wellness events. My Royal Crown Diamond and 2 of her amazing leaders hosted team testimony Zooms. And our secret sauce, I like to call wicked follow-up. So when Young Living announced Balance and Burn, I immediately knew this was going to be a huge conversation and a game changer for my business and my team. Whether people are focused on weight management, metabolic wellness, energy, or simply feeling better in their bodies, it's a huge conversation right now. So let me ask you if you can bear with me here and raise your hand if you have ever tried a fad diet before. Or maybe know someone who has. So I think basically everyone has. I'm not surprised by it, but I am an open book and I'm super honest. If you catch me somewhere, I'll tell you everything to a fault. So I want to share with you that this topic felt really personal to me. Before it launched, I had already been on my own wellness journey and I was trying different approaches to support my health and weight management goals. What I realized is that I personally wanted something that felt a little more supportive, sustainable, aligned with the way I wanted to care for my body long term. I mean, I'm with Young Living, I need natural, right? So that's why this conversation connected deeply. People aren't looking for another fad diet. They're all had enough of those. They're looking for something that gives them hope, that makes them feel better. They want options, they want support, and they want to feel in control again. I totally understood that. So, number 1, using Facebook. I started posting questions, like, what's one wellness trend or fad diet you have tried over the years? No judgment. I think most of us have tried at least one. Have you ever started a healthy lifestyle on Monday and by Wednesday found yourself in the pantry eating chips? Please tell me I'm not alone. What's your biggest struggle? Cravings, consistency, energy, sleep, stress, motivation, or something else? So what happened? People commented. They shared frustrations, goals, struggles, things that they were trying. Some people talked about feeling stuck. They wanted something healthier. They wanted to help with their habits. Some shared that they were looking for more support and consistency in their routines. So instead of trying to convince them of anything, I focused on listening, educating, and sharing my personal experience. So I focused on curiosity, testimonies, and education. I started with those curiosity posts before the product even launched, just like I've already done with Master Cellular Nutrition, suggesting that they will want to get on my list for when it launches. I shared testimonies from all those who were the early recipients in that inner group that got it before everybody else. And I would post things like, this is what Tiffany noticed. We saw Tiffany. This is what Sarah enjoyed. Because hearing other stories helped connect the dots. Each testimony opens up a connection with a potential customer, and people relate to each other through stories, and that connection helps them feel more comfortable about exploring those products themselves. So my story will not connect with everyone, and so I'm so glad that so many of you have shared your stories. I love to focus also on feelings. The smallest thing can be the most relatable. You can say less food noise in one post and then explain it in another. Because let's be honest, not everybody knows what you mean when you say food noise. So for example, one of my customers told me that she finally walked past the weekly Friday donuts at work without stopping, without constantly thinking about them. And that might sound small to some of you, but for her, that felt like freedom. Now, the reader just put themselves in that situation. You might have too. Heck, I think I saw a glazed donut. I'm not a comedian. My private Facebook group is where I nurture people every single day. I post about products, the supplements, the hormones, the Ninja, you name it, and also Balance and Burn. I also share about general cleaner living ideas, like swapping out dryer sheets and plastic stuff and those candles. I love to share corporate images, but I also love to take my own. And I even like making little videos, because people wonder what it looks like, how easy it is to take, and how it fits into their real life. I also love Facebook stories. I tell my team, it's a place you can just throw up your life a little. People go there on purpose. They're nosy. They want to see what you are doing, and that's a great way to share about you so that people learn to love, like, and trust you. One last thing about Facebook posting, I try almost always to end with a question. Like, have you ever? Comment info, want to see my favorites, would you like to be on my list? Because then I can reply to each comment and take it into Messenger and have a good private conversation with them. Number 2, private Facebook events. I know this is an old concept, but sometimes an oldie can be a goodie. The business I was in before Young Living was a party clan style. So we used to use Facebook parties to share. We saw this style as something that could also work here at Young Living. We would have a hostess who loves her products and wants to earn rewards for sharing. Well, here at Young Living, our customers can use the referral link and earn product credit, or they can upgrade for free and become a brand partner and share more intentionally. That's a win-win. We would reward our hostesses for inviting a minimum number of people, their guests, by incentivizing them with like a small gift. One of them we did was a water bottle from Amazon that had like the times marked on it so that they drink water. It's perfect for Balance and Burn, right? We would use a Google Doc link and ask everyone to fill it out. Also, put them in another giveaway and have them answer some questions. No purchase necessary. That form was our ticket to that wicked follow-up. It gathered their name and their phone number and their email and who was sharing Young Living with them. It asked the wellness products they were most interested in, GLP-1 support, household cleaners, women's wellness, candle replacements, personal care. They could select whatever they wanted, or all of them. It gave an open space for them to share anything else that they needed. And of course, if they had family and friends that might want to come, we can invite them. We would post an average of 6 to 8 times a day. 2 in the morning, 2 in the afternoon, 2 to 4 at night, and at least one video. And when the party ended, the conversations were still going on. So, number 3, team testimonial Zooms. My real crown diamond is Annie Hauser, and her 2 incredible leaders, Robin and Brian, helped organize calls where people could come simply to listen and learn. Fellow brand partners and even some customers came on the calls to share what they were noticing and enjoying and experiencing. And it was the stories, them sharing where they were before Balance and Burn, and the goals that they had changed, the habits, the things they were working on, and hearing that joy in their voice when they shared. Having something to invite people to was key. If no one is having a call or an event, host your own. Grab some fellow brand partners or teammates, do the call with you. It's a win-win for everyone. Our secret sauce, wicked follow-up. I just like that word, I don't know why. But keeping track of all those that are interested is probably the hardest part and the most important part. It is all about finding a way that works for you. I started and it was crazy, so I literally just had a notebook and I was just writing names down and highlighting them as they ordered. But then I was also checking in on them. For me, it's not just about the order. It's about checking them after week 1 and week 2 and week 3 and see how they're doing. It's a new product. We need to know. And helping them, making sure that they knew how to take the product, encouraging them in their routines, being consistent with those, giving them ideas like turn on an alarm. My business and my teammates' businesses grew. We also had customers that turned into brand partners. And when a customer would say, oh, I want to do this with my sister, or my friend is going to do it with me, I would recommend they just upgrade their account, become a brand partner. It's free. And here's what I really want to leave you with today. 4 minutes. Balance and burn didn't just grow my business. It opened conversations. It gave people hope. It gave people another option. And honestly, it awakened something new in me. It reminded me that people are not looking for perfect. They are looking for someone willing to just share, someone willing to listen, someone willing to say, hey, I found something really great I'm excited about. You do not have to know everything. You do not have to be an expert. We have Howard. You just have to care enough to start the conversation, because every post, every story, every follow-up message, every testimony you share can make a meaningful impact on someone else's life. So my encouragement for you today is that you do not stay quiet about something that you genuinely love, that you're bold enough to share, be consistent enough to build momentum, and maybe this Awaken Tour is the thing that awakens a whole new level of belief in yourself and your business too. I thank God for leading me here, and thank you for listening.